Welcome back. Thank you for joining us again. This is the part 2 of Anambra State experiencing boost in economy. This is part 2. The part 1 we did, and we are doing the part 2. Part 2, that Anambra State will have increased economic activity, will have economic boom. We still have economic boom. It will happen. So we are talking about the power sector. We talked about agriculture. We talked about power sector. But let's just continue dabbling on the power sector. We'll conclude it, and we'll continue others. So, but before we do, remember to like this, remember to share, remember to subscribe, remember to also comment. Go to the comment section so that it will not be an island. This discussion is for all of us, and we all can help to develop the homeland. It's very, very important that you do, because by doing, you help to push our homeland to greater height. Remember, our homeland must be livable and a prosperous homeland. I'm still Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. So we are talking in the last one, in the first edition of this, about the main market, the power that a lot of companies, 4 or 2 companies more, will be providing electricity to the whole of main market, because by that time the main market will be a huge business district with mega shopping malls and a lot of things in that place. So Harbour Industrial Layout will have dedicated power companies, maybe 4 of them providing power for it. A place like Mpo Industrial Layout will be having also 1 or 2 providing power needs. You have Ogidi Industrial Layout and business district. You have dedicated power generation company. You have Oba, a business district. You have also companies that will be dedicating will be solving their energy needs. You have also Harbour Industrial Layout at Obaru and Obaru Exis. You will be having a power company, set up to provide energy needs in that place. You also have Ugwaba Sokawada business districts. You will have a dedicated power company providing for them. You also have many of these 68 markets in the greater Onitsha regions. You see a lot of companies bidding to provide 24-hour electricity for them. So now we talk about also all these big towns and all those things. You see companies setting up out of the 180-something towns and villages in Anambra State. You have like 1 or 2 companies giving electricity to them. So these are what will actually boost the productivity. It will boost the Anambra State economy. It will make it to be viable. It will make it to be ability to create jobs, and it will improve the business activities. That's what we are talking about. That a lot of things you talk about, many places in Oka, many of these companies will be coming up. At the end of the day, you have over 200 to 1,000 companies, providing these energy needs through diverse sources. So that's what that is going to happen. That will cause this massive economic boom in Anambra State. I do believe this can happen, because some of those companies will be supplying between 2 megawatts, 4 megawatts, 10 megawatts, 20 megawatts, 50 megawatts, 100 megawatts. It can happen. It's achievable. So now, another thing that will cause economic boom in the state is the project, the landlord tenants or stroke government street road interlock project, building up the whole city roads, the whole city street roads. This will actually boost the economy, because whereas the available funds will be made available to landlord association, to landlords and the tenants and the landlords and other investors, estate these things will now be given like a 1 year to build up all their roads. So by so doing, with this massive investment, there will be economic boom, because there will be massive demand for building, for road construction materials, building equipments, and a lot of things. And many people will be gainfully employed, and the economic activities will be refloated in the state, and many people will be gainfully employed. Many of the city roads, inner city roads that were dilapidated before will now be done 100%. That every street will have roads tiled. So the major roads can be done by the government or in partnership again. So each landlord will be allowed to borrow between 2 million to 5 million, which can be repaid within 4 years. So now with this, and they can also raise the money, partnership with the tenants, they can raise the money to build their streets, and this can happen by the government also creating infrastructural bank like they have in ASBA, the Anambra State Small Business Agency. They can also expand the ASBA to be part of road infrastructure, whereby money is given to these landlords, and by doing this, they are allowed to borrow, and the percentage will not be up to 10%, so that it will help to encourage development and business activities. It will actually refloat the economy of the state. It will make it to boom, and that's what we are discussing, and that's what we are talking about. That Professor Chukwuma Soludo, people say he knows all these things, but remember, he can't know everything. That's why we need to be suggesting all those things to him and tell him that these things are workable, because this has been tried many places. And if you depend on government alone to be building everything, nothing happens. But the government can be a catalyst, can be a leader in motivating the people and providing the finance, through his own push to make the economy to refloat again. So this is one of the ways the government can do all those things. So another way the government can do these things is the import substitution. Many of these businessmen, thousands of businessmen in Onitsha and Anambra State, have their foreign partners. So I know that last year that Governor Chukwuma Soludo has a meeting with some of them to bring down their business partners to the state. But because the governor was not that serious and pushful about it, that's why most of them has not done so. But now the government has to now redress and change their ways and now push for real business. First of all, the government will now look at something like 100 investors and have a place where they can invest, and government will now guarantee to buy some of their products, to make sure some of their products are bought in the state, so by the government and the people. So now all those articles that are sold in the main markets, a lot of them can be produced in Anambra State far cheaper than what they have been produced in China or Turkey. Like all those Turkey doors and all those things can be produced in Anambra State, or Chinese doors, marbles and all those things. We have the raw material for tiles and all those things. Remember, their company in Kogi State, they come to Anambra State to take the raw material for tiles. So this can now be done in the state. So what happens is that they will now get all those companies. A government will guarantee them to borrow money so that they can start up these things. The government can have a little equity in some of this business, or just use the land equity for them and guarantee them to bring in their machineries and also to safeguard their investment. This can be happening. And the shoes, most of these shoes are that are imported, trade in main market and Anambra State markets, can also be produced in the state. Most of the machineries that are involved can be brought in. You now set up something between 100 to 200 factories that produce shoes and clothing materials, bags and all those things. It can be done in the state. Am I talking about also cosmetics and other things, and all the wine and other things? This can be done. It's possible. And this can actually help to boost the Anambra economy. It can be done. It can be done. It can be done. So it just need the governor to tinker his mindset, tinker his team, get people that are proactive, get people that have done it. It might be foreigners. You can get them part of your team. You have a timeline of 6 months and 1 year to start putting this thing in place immediately and pushing forward, not delaying, no hanky-panky. So another thing is looking at the leisure investment. Leisure investment, this is a massive change that will bring a massive investment that will bring change, will bring economic revival because of the area Anambra State is situated. This can be done by turning the whole of the riverbank of Anambra State into a tourist attraction area, building something like what people go to Dubai to watch or other places. So it can be done in the state. It can be done. Another thing that will boost the economy of the state is ending of this sit at home, ending of all this insecurity problem. The government investing massively in the security network. This can be done by recruitment and the modernization of vigilante. Whereas you now count that in most of these cities in the state, you have a blanket security network that will cover all the roles. The network will involve intelligence, technology, CCTV, everything you can think about. Every place is being watched. And this will also help in getting the whole place economy activity going on. So by employing between 10,000 vigilantes, what this will happen is that those people, riffraffs that are causing this sit at home, will not be able to operate. They will not be able to operate because the fact is that the government is top of the game. So in addition to that, putting a lightning issue into the state will also help. Putting solar panels, solar lighting, this will also help the state. And how would this thing be done? Is basically that every house must have a 4 solar lights, so that there is no dark corners in every house, in every street corner. So the government can do the major roads, putting the street lights that in the night it will be like the day. So no place to hide for anybody, no place to hide for the criminals. So this can actually change the narrative. This can change the whole place, and the place will become a mecca or sort of business activities, and this will create so much employment, and the people will not need to be running any other place to look for employment. So I think we're gonna stop here, and part 2 of this the Anambra State economy to boom and increase. So thank you. I do believe that you have a comment, you have an idea, you have opinion. Remember, your opinions are valid, and we don't neglect any of these opinions. Go to the comment section, drop one, and we continue from that place. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for supporting us. Thank you for always. Remember to share, subscribe. I am still Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. Thank you, and God bless you. So we are going to continue on this in the next. Remember, we will discuss the part 4. God bless you. See you. Bye.